How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to show you this new toy that I bought. It's this sprayer. I know it may not seem like much of a toy, but this is the thing that I've been trying to use for the last 5 years or so. I swear, this thing was made by the devil himself. I hate it. If you're not familiar with these, you're supposed to pump pressure into the container, and while it slowly releases the pressure out of the top, because it never creates a perfect seal, you're supposed to take that short amount of time that you have to spray as many of the rocks as you can. And then after about 30 seconds, you gotta repeat the process. Needless to say, I got really tired of this process. So what I decided to do was to go online and try and find all of the best reviewed sprayers that I could find that weren't based on a hand pump. And by far, people really seem to be giving rave reviews for this one. This is a Scot's brand sprayer. It does have a battery-powered pump and is completely rechargeable, so you don't have to replace any batteries ever, which is fantastic. It just plugs into the wall and recharges that way. From what I could tell, it did come fully charged, but I decided to charge it anyway. There was only a few parts that I needed to assemble. This little wand thing gets attached to the hose, which is pretty straightforward. There's this little straw thing that fits inside the sprayer, and that just gets screwed in. And then there's this strap thing. Funnily enough, this thing is not in the instructions, so I don't really know what the proper way to use this is. I think you're supposed to just throw it over your shoulder, but it seemed kind of stupid to me, so I decided not to use it. And the last piece to install was this nozzle. Honestly, there weren't really any difficult parts to install on this. It was all pretty straightforward. Now, they say that this thing can hold up to 2 gallons, but I found it can hold about a half gallon more than that. So what I was doing was just adding 2 gallons of water each time and then adding the herbicide on top of that. And then it's time to screw the handle on top. Fun fact, the instructions call this part a pump zero pump. I don't know what makes it a pump zero, but it is a pump and it works very well. It only takes about 30 seconds to fully pressurize. It says I'm supposed to be in a dry, dust-free location. Whoops. And then it was finally time to take it outside. One of the really cool things that I like about this sprayer is it has 3 different settings for this nozzle. I found the fan setting to be the best when trying to cover a large area. Every single wave of the wand basically covers a 2 square foot area. I decided to try and just keep holding down the sprayer throughout this entire process to see if I could ever outrun the pump, and the crazy thing was it never outrun the pump. Meaning you can just spray this thing continuously until you're out of fluid, which is really nice. Now this part was actually kind of surprising because this next setting, the stream setting, was actually just as useful as the first. I found that this one was really good for lining the driveway. With the old sprayer, I was always worried that I was going to overspray into my grass and kill my grass, but with this one it was really easy to get exactly where I wanted it. And the more I got used to it, the more I realized I could actually spray from up to probably about 10 feet away and still be incredibly accurate with where I spray. And the last setting is this cone shape. The best use I found for this was spraying these really overgrown areas. It's really good if you just want to saturate the entire thing. I really hate this part of my yard because there's something approximating poison ivy in here, and there's also bricks under there, so I can't pull the weeds and I can't mow over it, so I guess I'm just gonna spray it. The last thing that I thought was really cool was the way it stores the wand on the side like this. You just set the nozzle in the trough and clip it right into the side. Once again, this is way better than the old sprayer. And it looks like I ran out of footage, so thank y'all for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this product, and I will catch y'all next time. Oh, link in the description.